Hey all. Um, I asked out an information on the public health nurse, the immunization nurse that we would like to hire, and it is a contract position, okay, and it's part time or as needed, just whenever we have a clinic or whenever the public health nurse needs some assistance there in the office, okay. So the commissioners approved, and I come to you guys to see for your approval. I guess this contract uh, employee is more like a commissioner thing. I apologize for the confusion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's more, I've been trying to work with Gwen and help get things laid out so she could present them and all. Her office is so overwhelmed with everything they're trying to get done and the staffing that they have. And this position, she's asked for as to be a contract position, so it wouldn't be a new hire to the county. It's part of what is required through grant funding.
The Senate bill?
No,
Is it required through the Senate bill?
no, it is not.
Okay.
This position will be paid for out of the Vaccines for Children grant that we receive.
Yeah.
Okay, and that will be stated in the contract. Okay, I haven't got the contract, the verbiage approved on that yet. So I just want to let you guys know what was going on. And
yeah, we're working on a couple different positions, so I'm trying to keep which ones are straight or coming from which place. But yeah, this one would be out of the vaccine.
Grant cover the entire position?
yes, because yes,
So,
yes,
well,
we have $20,000 in our grant for personnel.
yeah,
So
like I said, this, it's not for necessarily a position per se. It's for a contract for work that needs to be done for the county, dealing with septic.
correct. Okay.
And that was my next question. If that funding can be.
Pardon me?
So we got to spend the money before you get the money back.
It's reimbursable. You have to put money into some place to be able to cover the contract, get the money.
We are using county money until they get until it's reimbursed. So you need to know that.
Right. Okay, so and the commissioners, she did meet with the commissioners and they did approve this position to be a contract position. So the commissioners have approved for her to do this position. I don't want to say position, it's not the right work. Do this work that needs to be done through a contract, not through a hiring of an employee. Part of the reason, just so I can go over it, on the commissioner side was talking with President Mellon, is the fact that, a little bit concerned anytime money comes in through grants or through outside means, whether it's going to be sustainable or not. Also, they felt it was more comfortable to them to put it in as a contract position in case things didn't move as smoothly as our hope with funding and it needed to be changed at some time.
I've got a question. How long is this grant fund?
This runs from June 30th, or July 1st of this year through June 30th of 2025. If we apply again for the grant.
And you're allocating $20,000 for this,
That's how much we asked for that.
but the grant's for 150.
Yeah, because we wanna go and, buy.
You're using other stuff.
Yes.
Buying.
Yeah, because I know we talked about this. I don't remember how many septic permits. I know we had talked, you said like in the last month or whatever you'd done.
Right now, we've permitted and I have done final inspection on 18. Okay, and there's probably 20 more sales tables available.
So if you, and you were saying how much, because we had talked about the fact that, you figured it would take what, about 6 hours,
3 to 4 hours.
3 to 4 hours? Okay, start to finish. That include paperwork and everything that comes. And so if you take that by, if you done 18 of them so far this year.
That's separate, I think. That's a separate issue.
Yeah.
So you need a motion to approve us to use the grant money to fund this position.
What you need to approve is the use of county money until they can reimburse.
And do they have money in one of their, I know the health department has different, okay, so we have to do it through county general,
Well, that's
kind of.
more than how it works.
Okay,
There's a big pot of money. Part of it is in county general, but it's a big pot of money. You're going to use that money
and we're gonna put it back.
and we're going to put it back when we get it. You have to spend it. So what you're approving is that you spend money before we get reimbursed.
I'll make a motion, money, fund the position until it's reimbursed by the grant.
And we changed one word to fund the contract.
Fund the contracts, sure.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? Other questions? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll move on to transfers. We have the sheriff, 3,000 from animal housing to vet services, Superior Court. One. Yeah, 100.
1,435.
I will say I'm missing a number there. Thank you. That's 1,435 from court bailiff to and paralegal to court reporter, 1,500 from office equipment to depositions, prosecutor, 350 from overtime to secretary to CDC, 6,000 from part-time help to professional services, extension, $65 from computers, supplies and teaching, EMA, $1,812.95 from part-time help to overtime. Then we have our additionals here, our additionals that need to be advertised, CDC, 100,000 for professional services. And then we talked about that on the circuit court and the Superior said that,
Talking about this $10,000.
Yes.
Jury fees.
yes,
Okay, that has to go through the additional process.
right. But is it still circuit court 10,000 jurors and Superior Court 10,000 jurors?
It's circuit court negative 10,000, because we're putting that back in. He's not going to use your 10. We're giving Superior Court an additional 10,000.
Okay. So we're advertising circuit court for a negative 10,000 for jurors and Superior Court for a positive 10,000.
And then you're also having an additional for public defender grant for circuit court. Circuit court here. One is for 1,218.54.
Whatever's in those accounts, we've gone around about it a couple of times, and I turned the paperwork in, but whatever's on that paper.
3,096.42 for public defender. And then we're advertising 100,000 for David for the economic development.
special.
What's that? The 100,000 you're asking.
Yeah, I don't know if we actually need that much. I just didn't want to end up not requesting enough. I got the most recent Barnes and Thornburg invoice for the county for litigation this past week, and without the transfer I've requested, that would put me in the hole, and then the additional 100,000 or 80,000, whatever, is just I don't expect to spend most of that, but without knowing how much legal work may arise between now and the end of the year that will be billed to my office for the county, I don't know what that amount should be. I wasn't necessarily expecting one of this magnitude at this point, and so I just don't want to be here in November asking yet again if there are more that I don't know are coming.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't anticipate spending most of that, any of that for normal office operations. It's just, other than offsetting the cost of like this last 20 that I got, most of it is just in case there's more litigation invoicing.
Well, as long as the motion passes. Change
I'll make a motion to approve the transfers as presented and to approve additional to be advertised.
that. Right, we have a motion to approve the transfers as presented and motion to advertise the additionals as presented. We have a second? All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Passes. All right, we have the approve and sign the regular minutes from 7/8/2024. Then, all right, we have a motion. We have a motion and a second to approve the 7/8/2024 regular meeting minutes. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Passes. There's a salary and wage change. Laura, elaborate on that.
Yeah, most of this is status change, solid waste, like from part-time to full-time. Person took the dispatcher job, so that was an increase. We have some part-time to full-time, and then we have longevity increase.
No.
I think it's more like, you know, we're gonna approve it, we gotta leave it. Because, you know, it's not like the basic percentage we pay them, so they, you know, moved up, or switch jobs, whatever. I understand the portion. You could have sometimes.
Transfer, I don't,
She was all for it.
one person on here. My whole
So
idea
it's
was
not-
to get it.
Yeah, I know. Right. Right. So is it just, it's irrelevant? Okay. Okay.
Well, all right. We have a motion to approve the
second
wage
it.
changes as presented. Do you have a second? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Opposed? Passes. All right, as everybody on the council knows, and our soon-to-be new auditor, we started our budget hearings discussions today, and they will be continuing on, starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning till scheduled to about 11:30. Then we have our public hearing date, which is September 9th, and our final adoption, October 14th. Questions about that? Yes. All right, is there any board comment, board reports? Thing that,
I think the sheriff wanted to say something.
oh, yeah,
I apologize for not bringing this up this morning, but we were going through some other stuff. It's never been more important than what it has been over the last month. What I'd like to do is get an assistant 911 coordinator. On the enforcement side, I have the chief deputy, I have two sergeants, I have two detectives, all sergeants, I have a matron, everybody has an assistant. On the jail side, there is a jail commander, there's an assistant jail commander, there's two sergeants. 911 coordinator, I believe, is kind of left out by themselves. You know, I'm just sitting over there trying to think of some of the stuff they do, you know. Somebody assists with leadership duties, data entry and code, not data, help direct 911 calls, scheduling, mapping, evaluating calls, meet with the fire department, training drills. For all the documentation, whenever I do neighborhood watch stuff, I have them put stuff together for me. Well, the 911 coordinator, she's always doing stuff. It's a very small amount of money. What we have advertised, is that right now is 21, 29. It's a first start at my friend. Yes, well, I figured up over here, it's less than $1,500 a year for that position. It depends how much time when we fill that person in there, whoever we pick for the assistant 911 director, it'd be a $22.81 base. It'd be $44,962 per year. And like I said, over the last month, when I lost a director, I know what to turn to. I tasked Fred and said, hey, we want people having the days off. You know, he was trying to direct people. I had Seth help me trying to direct people. I know what to turn to. If we have an assistant director, I can shove somebody right in there. They can take over, and then we can move on from there. Like I said, I apologize. I should have brought up this morning, but I think it's important to put somebody out of position. That way, they have assistants help them with everything. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Whenever you call in there, that's nucleus of the county, and I feel that it's a very important position for no more money than we're going to pay that person. And we already have a couple of people in mind who take that over. But I don't know if this would be appropriate time, maybe while you're talking about this is their budget. Another job. We don't have an assistant 911 director right now. But you're going to take somebody who's going to make them. We don't have to have a position. We were just, what they would do is preferably, I think, I'm not sure who they have in mind, but preferably they would work on. So you have a 911 director who's doing both responsibility right now. She's still dispatching, but she's still taking all these 911 responsibilities all about me. That's a monumental task in itself, Jeff can tell you that. When somebody wants 911 arrest, she has to stop and go out and do that. an assistant, and she can take over the duties of scheduling and that kind of stuff. We have the money right now to do that, and they can assist with the night stuff. You know, they're gonna be flexible. We're not adding a position, we're just making somebody an assistant 911 director is what I'd like to do. They're very little money, a lot more responsibility. But very little money, doesn't sound very good.
I'm confused. So you're not adding a position, you're taking somebody who's already doing 911, giving them a little bit of more money. and
That's correct.
sending them and making them do the
Yes, I should have been my microphone. Yes, they'll still do their dispatching, but you know, a lot of the stuff they can do right at the console. You know, when there's always two dispatchers on there, if they've got something to do to assist Angie, who's the new 911 coordinator, she can go in their office and they can help do that. Filing, all the responsibilities I read off there, they can help do that. So it helps her do her job. And like I said, the other divisions have assistants in them, and you know, a lot of the county offices do. And that, I never realized that until about a month ago. There's no assistant.
So
I think it would help.
Chris was the sheriff's department was mine, so I spoke to him prior to this. So I don't know if it's coming out, but every other department in the sheriff's department, the jail, the deputies, they all have an assistant underneath except dispatch. So he's not looking to make a new person. It's just what you said, Laura, somebody that's already in dispatch, just getting a tiny bit of extra money to help with responsibilities in case the head dispatcher is not there.
Yeah, and the numbers could be a little bit different depending on who we decide to put in there because of their years of service. But that's the base rate that it would be $22.81 per hour. It's about a 3%. Is that right, Fred? About 3%, what we think.
I don't mean, Chris, also, I apologize that I meant to write you in here and I
That's my fault for not getting on the agenda. No.
well, and, you know, and this is the right forum for it because, you know, like earlier today, like me and Chris spoke, you know, that's for next year's budgets. And this, you know, is something that, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you'd like to see happen yet this year to fill in if possible.
I would like to as soon as possible. I can
Yeah.
have Fred, he's my math guy. I can have him plug it into the.
Right.
program that he can send it to everybody.
Right.
If you would like to see how it's going to plug into our program, and he can get that out to you guys. It's very minimal for what we're going to do. Job description. Job description, is going to be same as 911. So, go ahead.
So this is going to be just one person that will be titled assistant.
Assistant. You have the 911 coordinator, who's Angie, and then first we'll have an interview process, then we'll have an assistant. Yes. And they're already still employed there. We just got to pick from who we have already employed there. Because we have several positions open right now. So we were kind of lost when we lost our director. I had one to turn to.
I think that's why it's been, you know, and not that any of the jobs aren't important in the county, but I mean, 911 director, jail commanders, things of that nature, a lot of them. It's important to have somebody that can transition quickly. If you don't have somebody else trained to be able to step up to that
You know, like any
task,
job, when
it's,
they take off, it takes over.
right.
You know, when they take vacation, when they come, time, everybody needs time off. Other than regular road guys or somebody like that, there's somebody to turn to. So I think this is a very unique position. Sooner the better. Is what I'd like to see if you guys would do this. I can bring the commissioners up to speed on Monday. I was gonna try and get in, but you guys went way over and had the time slot, so I can bring them up to speed on Monday.
The only bad part about it is that since it's not on the agenda and we have an agenda, we can't vote.
You have one coming up in October. As long as
Yeah,
what direction-
like I said, I agree with you. We've talked. I'm 100% behind the idea, but
No, I didn't expect you to vote.
okay, I just wanted.
I'm not here for that. I just wanted. And I did. Look, I had Fred look at that console. I think we can fix that one for $9,500 instead of $25,000. So
Okay.
It's $30,000.
And I got a question on this. Why can't we add it to our agenda for the 26th? And, because he'll see the commissioners next week, and then he sees us on the 26th.
That, yeah, say we could do that. Yeah.
Like I said, Ken, I didn't expect it.
Well, we can put it, we'll put it on the, you know, I set the agendas and also we'll put you know, send a request form in for the 26th. We'll put it on the 26th agenda. And
On the August 26th.
And then can
yeah,
you
we
put
have a
it into the
special meeting.
put it in the matrix so that we can see the way?
And then you can get the numbers to us and we'll have that stuff available
I appreciate
for us,
it.
okay?
Thank you. That helps.
All right, thank you.
Ken, for what it's worth, I just pulled up the 2023 wage study that we put together. And of the like 19 or so counties we looked at, more than half of them have this position. Some of the smaller ones did not, but even among the smaller ones, I'd say half did. So this is
Yeah.
perfectly in line with what we see across the state.
Okay, thank you. That's perfect, perfect. Right, any other board comments?
We sure have a hard time getting the quorum at the solid waste district.
Saying again?
Yeah, we don't know if anybody has any ideas to get people there. We have snacks, everybody's friendly.
Carpool?
Carpool. Parish and Clear, we always show up. We're the big group is Pulaski. But we have a hard time. Nathan knows more about the Kirksey meeting. We had a good Kirksey meeting the other day. And we were fighting with the grant tender. Seems like the community's doing good.
That's one thing that I'd like to add is, I want to thank the council. It sounds like most of the council members have reached out to people that Sheila put together for their departments and all and budget hearing. And I think that does a lot of benefit for not only the department heads, but to the council to be able to touch base.
I talked to Janet for certain, she'll probably bring it up tomorrow. But she just wanted to possibly be an assistant.
Yeah, we'll discuss that further. All right, nothing more from the board? Any public comment? Going once? Going twice? All right, please stay and sign the paperwork. The next commissioners meeting is the 19th of August at 8:30. The next council meeting is Monday, the 9th, or 9/16/2024 at 7. The next council meeting will be August 26th at, what time we're having it? 7? At 7 o'clock. Yes. And then the next official set council meeting is Monday, the 9th, 9/16/2024, and the joint session meeting is Monday, 10/14/2024 at 6 p.m. We will call our meeting adjourned. Hey, it adjourned before I ever adjourned.